today I caught another squirrel, and so I'll be taking that to a big park where there's lots of food. And you're a noisy little guy, aren't you? Yeah, you're big. You must have been the daddy of the baby I took yesterday. Yeah? Really noisy. So what they do is they'll destroy my garden. They literally decimate it. There's thousands of holes. I try to plant a new garden. They'll just dig it all. They always just dig it all up. So I have to call them from time to time when there's too many back there. They dig up all my new plants. I have to put screens and all kinds of protective measures to, keep them from destroying my garden, especially my starter stuff. And so, yeah. And so what I do is I take that cage, and I take it to the back, and I put it underneath a shelter up there, underneath that shed there, and it keeps it out of the rain. So when they get trapped and I don't get to it right away, at least they're out of the bad weather conditions, and they always do fine. And so I'll take that and put it up there. Oh, by the way, today is the 14th of November, 2024. And I also was building some beehives parts. This is a screen. It's called a divider board, screen bottom board divider. So when the mites fall off the bees, they'll, instead of getting right back up, they'll fall on the bottom board. The bees are crawling around down here, coming in and out. They fall off a bee somewhere up from the hive, and then they crawl right back on a bee, and they just keep it infected. So what I did is I came up with this bottom board divider screen. What happens is the bees, so this hive goes on top of this, and I'll put some 3/4 inch here so that there's a gap here, right? So it's 3/4, and there'll be a gap here, and so the bees can come in and out here. And so when the Varroa mites fall off the bees all up into the hive there, they actually fall right through this screen. And I have a slide-in panel that I built that I just slide in and out, and I put some tacky liquid detergent on there, a thin layer of that, so when the mites fall off, they get stuck to that tacky Dawn soap. And so when I take the slider out, there's sometimes hundreds of Varroa mites on there stuck to it. And so this is a really good way of help keeping the Varroa mite population down, so your beehive doesn't die, because it killed both of my hives last year. Anywho, so there's some beehives that I threw together, just some scrap wood. As you can tell, scrap wood. Bees don't care. They don't know about Nike high quality. Now, those are just temporary nukes that when I start doing bee splits. Then what will happen is they'll go into there when I start making the queens. And those are the hives that I built, just some scrap wood around. I mean, it's amazing what you can actually make hives out of. They can be made out of almost anything. It's just your imagination is a limitation. So yeah, this is all scrap wood. Yeah, scrap wood. Scrap wood. I made my frames, it's just scrap wood. I keep a lot of scrap wood. And so there you go. Today's adventure, well, for the moment anyway, it's going to the park to take this little guy, who's so noisy, you're really noisy, to the park. Yeah, you're going. I'm taking you. All right, you're going to be free in a minute. We're going here in just a minute. Okay, well, that's today's trip. It's really cloudy. Been really heavy rain now and then. And that is today's adventure. To the park with a squirrel. So much fun. I've taken hundreds. Since I've lived here, since '98, I've taken hundreds of squirrels to the park. Yeah. Destroyers of garden. All right, well, you have a nice day. Bye-bye now.